There she is. That's okay. So how are you going with the Skype thingy? Sorry, the Zoom. Okay. So what you do now is you follow the link. So just the number link that was in the email as well. It says like a meeting number. No. So maybe just a little bit higher in the email. It says meeting ID 101 549 309. You click on that link. That will take you into the video, and you'll see me sitting here. Yeah. So do you want to do that while we're still on the phone, just in case there's? So just go through that way. If yeah, no worries, Dale. And you have your what was yours? Chocolate with you.
Chocolate, yeah.
Friday the 13th is a good day to get rid of it.
Today?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Why not?
That's a good day to get rid of it. Oops. There you are. I'm going to hang up now because I can see you straight ahead. I need the probably. So can you hear me?
Yep, just.
Excellent. So at the bottom of the actual screen, you will see that there's a video as well. You can turn your video on. It's the second one in. So the first one says mute or mic or audio, and then the second one along says video. There we go. Oh, don't we just love technology?
It's a very easy process though, isn't it?
It's a bit awkward with the phone.
Yeah, so all you need to do is find somewhere that you can set it up and it just sits there, have it on sort of speaker, or you can get little headphones like I use.
Well, we don't use Walkmans, we use iPhones nowadays, let's face it. So just find yourself a little spot.
I just wanted to make sure you're okay. So even if you need to get water or tissues, maybe sometimes people might need that. Lovely to meet you, Lisa. I'm very excited. This is my passion. This is my joy. I love working with people getting rid of their cravings to help them have a healthier lifestyle.
The volume's all the way up, but it's not.
So do you have little Walkman headphoney things that plug into your phone?
I do. I just don't know where I'm going to stick this phone, that's all.
Okay. It's all right. There's no panic. As long as you're, like, just settle. You don't have to panic. I just wanted to make sure you were okay with the technology. You've got a few minutes.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, I can see you perfectly.
Okay.
All right. So you got your chocolate dough?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So have you ate any of the chocolate at all?
No, it's a new block.
Good girl. That's even better. You know how many people devour, they actually devour the whole block before we start and they've got to go out and buy another one?
I was eating chocolate last night.
Yeah, see? Okay, but it wasn't this one, so that's okay. All right, so before we get started, is there anything at all you want to ask me? Or you're happy to just get right in there and get rid of this once and for all?
Yeah, I'm happy to get started.
Okay, so I know I did mention earlier that I've been over to Hawaii. Oh, well, I didn't mention Hawaii. So the Drug and Alcohol Rehabilitation Center that I volunteer at is in Hawaii, and it's the leading one in America. And it's a 30-month program. So it's a serious, they've been through all the revolving door rehabs before they get to that rehabilitation center. And we work with people on ice and methamphetamines, opiates, heroin, alcohol, like whatever. They're in there because they're addicted to something. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way to sharpen our skills and to give back to the community and to really help the ones that are determined to get rid of it once and for all. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to get rid of your chocolate today. So when you think about having your chocolate, so welcome, Lisa. I better say welcome, Lisa. When you think about your chocolate right now and having your chocolate, how strong would you say is the craving right at this moment?
It's probably a bit early, but
Yep.
later in the day, it becomes quite strong.
What time is it?
Okay, of a morning.
Yep. So what time in the afternoon do you really like to have that chocolate?
Probably about 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
Yeah.
And would you have it most days at 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
How long have you been eating? And I know when we first spoke, you said that it's sweets as well. Chocolate's just one of the things. And today we're going to work on the chocolate itself. So when you think about how long you've been looking for that chocolate at 3 o'clock, how long would that have been happening now?
20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
And can I ask how old you are?
43.
Okay, so what happened when you were 23?
By the time I was 23, I had a 6-year-old daughter.
Okay.
So I was a young mum.
Yeah. So
Always
what was
struggled with
significant about your 6-year-old daughter?
What's significant?
Yeah, so you're 23 years old, you've got a 6-year-old daughter. What else is going on in your world at that time?
I was on my own.
So how long had you been on your own at that point?
Since she was 10 months old.
Okay, so you'd been on your own the whole time as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when she's 6 years old, is there anything else that happened in your life? At 23, your daughter's 6. So she was at school, was she?
Yeah, she was at school.
Yeah, only child?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So she's coming home from school around 3 o'clock, is that right?
Yeah, I used to pick her up at 3:30.
Okay. Yep. And is that when you started, like, were you sitting in the car with the chocolate, or was it once you got home?
No. I've just always loved chocolate since I was a kid. I've always eaten. So
Okay.
going back to my childhood years where...
So your own childhood years, yeah? Yep.
Yeah.
So can you remember being given chocolate as a child?
Yeah.
Yep. So who was it that gave you the chocolate as a child?
My dad.
Dad. So is Dad still around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he local?
Yes.
Yeah. So you get to see Dad quite a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're lighting up when you talk about Dad. So you really love Dad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if chocolate was a person, who would it be? I know you'll find I ask very unusual questions, but just allow the unconscious to answer. So if chocolate was a person, who would it be?
My kid.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's your daughter's name?
Christy,
And you only have the one daughter?
and one son.
Oh, so you have a son as well, yeah. How old's your son?
He's 11.
Okay, and you said your kids, so you meant both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you think of your kids, what is it you feel when you think of Kristen and I didn't get the other one's name. What? Christy,
Christy and Jaden.
Jaden. So when you think of Christy and Jaden, what is it you feel?
Love.
Love, yeah. So you love chocolate, you love your children, you love your dad.
Yeah.
So would it be fair to say chocolate equals love?
For me,
Yeah.
no.
You sure?
Different sort of love.
It's a different sort of love. Okay. So 3 o'clock. So there's a part inside of you. There's a part inside of you that knows it's time to eat chocolate. Can you find that part of you that knows it's time?
No.
No. If it was time, how would you know it was time?
No idea.
No idea. All right. So I want you now in your mind to imagine that it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just close your eyes and you get into the afternoon. What's happening in your body?
I'm starting to crave sweet things.
But what's happening just before that? So just before you start to crave the sweet things, what's happening just before that? Like, are you having fun? Are you excited? Are you out there playing? What's happening to you just
No,
before
I'm usually
you?
rushing
Rushing?
around getting ready for school pickup.
And how are you feeling rushing around? So, for example, what I'm talking about is you may feel tired, you may feel there's never enough time, pressured, frustrated.
Yeah, just feel it's time to get organised. Like,
So it's time to get organised, and then we need sugar, cravings, chocolate.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So have you got an image of at all of Dad giving you the chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go back to that image, how old are you in the image?
Probably about 9.
Okay. And is it color or black and white? The image. Is it
Right.
bright? Yeah. Is it really close up or if it's off in the distance?
Close up.
And when you see that image, what is it you say to yourself? I'm not sure. Okay, what do you feel?
He used to have this big box of chocolates with cherry ripe, and it was like he used to. That was his way of showing love, like to us kids, by
Yeah.
like spoiling us with things like that. Rather than he wasn't a loving man, but he'd always spoil us in other ways.
Fantastic. You're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when it
excellent.
all started.
Yeah, fantastic. So every time you need to give yourself some love, you go to the chocolate. Yeah. So what I want you to do now is I want you to pick the chocolate up and open it up so that you can smell it. And we're just going to pretend that it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to pretend that we're just getting ready to get organised. It's time to get organised. Got to get organised. School pickup time. Okay, so I want you to, is there any excitement as you're unwrapping it? What is it you're feeling as you're unwrapping it?
Nothing.
Always have that sort, sorry, that's squeaking in my ear. Do you always have that sort of chocolate? Is that your favourite type or just chocolates?
Yeah,
chocolate?
I do like this one, but any chocolate.
Any chocolate,
as long as
okay.
it's a good
So there's
chocolate.
no excitement in unwrapping it? Sorry, I didn't get that. I was talking over the top of you. What did you say?
Oh, sorry, I don't like cheap chocolate.
Okay, that's good.
Anything that's
At least you like quality.
I do.
Okay, now there's no excitement about opening the wrapper or hearing the noises or, okay. I want you to smell the chocolate now. Do you like the smell of chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what does it smell like?
Warm. Yummy.
Warm. Anything else?
Sweet.
Sweet. Anything else? You can keep sniffing it if you need. Warm, sweet. Okay, no, that's good. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you want the chocolate now? Remember, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon or about there. You're starting to, it's time to get organised. You're going to get everything organised and go do the school run, school pickup. How much do you want that chocolate?
7.
7. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to teach you a process. I won't teach you about the process. We're going to just use it. And I'm quite happy if you want to know more about it after our session today, I'm quite happy to do that with you. But for today, we're just going to use the process. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on how you know it's a 7. So all the feelings in your body, whatever it is, all the images, how you know that you want that chocolate now. And as you do that, I want you to imagine a big tree in front of you, right in front of the computer, big tree or in front of your phone. I'm going to pull the tree out of the ground. What naturally happens to a tree with no roots?
Dies.
Excellent. Okay, so now I want you tapping on the eyebrow, just tapping here, and I want you to say release and let go.
Release and let go.
Side eye, releasing all the sadness,
Releasing all the sadness.
all the fear,
All the fear.
all the emotional trauma.
All the emotional trauma.
Side eye, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
Just move your hand to the side, just at the side of the eye there. Releasing and letting go. That's perfect. Releasing and letting go. All angers. Under the eye, releasing and letting go. Perfect. Just keep tapping. Just gently tapping. Good job. On the collarbone. Yeah, just down a little bit, near where your cross is. I think there's a cross hanging there, just near that. Perfect. Okay, releasing and letting go. Okay, now I want you to grab your wrist, and as you grab your wrist, I've just realised you can't see me, can you? You're on a phone.
No.
I've just realised that you can't. That's okay. So grab your wrist. So put your hand around your wrist, all the way around, just perfect. Take a nice big deep breath in, blow it out, and go to a place that makes you feel peaceful. It can be imaginary. That's it, perfect. Feel that peace, and when you find that peace, just give your wrist a bit of a squeeze. Excellent. Good job. Okay. Now I want you to go back to the chocolate. I want you to pick up the chocolate. Notice what's there. Yep. So if it was a 7, what is it now? You love chocolate. Not real sure? Okay, just look at it.
3.
Yeah, excellent. So now tapping on the eyebrow again, where you did before, it was perfect. Just on the eyebrow there, in between, above your nose, releasing and letting go. Excellent. Now just repeat after me. Let it go.
Let it go.
Okay, now the side eye, which is at the end of your eye socket there, right on the side. Perfect. Yep. Releasing and letting go. Just perfect. Under the eye, releasing and letting go. On the collarbone, releasing and letting go. It is safe for me to love me. It is safe for me to let this go. Okay, grab the wrist. Take a nice big deep breath in. Blow it out. And peace. Excellent. Okay. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go back to that image. Remember the image you had of 9 years old, the box of chocolates Dad had? I want you to step into that 9-year-old you. Just imagine, this is all make-believe, I want you to step into that 9-year-old you, and I want you to feel the love that you felt back then. And I want you to notice that you put that love in the chocolate. But I want you to take the love out of the chocolate and send it back to Dad. That's where the real love was. And as you send that chocolate love to Dad, I want you to notice that Dad's sending it back to you. It never was in the chocolate. And then you're sending that love to Dad, and he's sending it back to you. Okay, I want you to grab the wrist now, taking a nice big deep breath in. And peace. Okay, good job. Excellent. You're doing really well, Lisa. So what I want you to do now is pick up the chocolate. Okay, I want you to smell it. Does it still smell the same?
Yep.
Okay, eyebrow. So just tapping on the eyebrow, releasing and letting go. So repeat after me, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
That warm sweetness. Side eye, releasing that warm sweetness.
Releasing that warm sweetness.
Under the eye, releasing and letting go. I love chocolate.
Love chocolate.
But I can take chocolate to bed.
But I can take chocolate to
And
bed.
it just lies there. It doesn't love me back.
Doesn't love me back.
On the collarbone, releasing and letting go. All the ways I love chocolate.
I love chocolate.
Okay, grab the wrist, take a nice big deep breath in. And peace. Great job. Okay, so pick up the chocolate again. Smell it. Does it smell the same?
No.
Okay, so now I want you to just break a little bit off and nibble it. Just taste it. Okay, describe that taste.
Bittersweet.
Okay, so on the eyebrow, releasing and letting go. So just a little bit above your nose more. You're doing great. That's it. Releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
That bittersweet chocolate.
That bittersweet chocolate.
Side eye, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
Needing love at 3 o'clock.
Needing love at 3 o'clock.
Under the eye, looking for dad's love at 3 o'clock.
Looking for dad's love at 3 o'clock.
Looking for my children's love at 3 o'clock.
Looking for my children's love at 3 o'clock.
On the collarbone, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
All the ways I crave this chocolate
All the ways I crave this chocolate
at 3 o'clock.
at 3 o'clock.
I've been doing it for 20 years.
Been doing it for 20 years.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
Grab the wrist, take a nice big deep breath in. And peace. Good job. Okay. So once you go back now and taste another bit of the chocolate, I want you to notice the texture, everything about it, the crunch, anything, and just explain what you taste. What are you noticing?
Crunchy.
What was that? Crunchy?
Mm.
Anything else?
It's not as sweet as what it was.
Yep. Okay, so before we start this round, I want you to imagine now, could you throw that in the bin? I've seen the cat. You got a beautiful little cat. What do you call it? Oh, I forget what they call when they jump in the photos. Bombed, photo bombed, the cat photo bombed. That's what it is. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to think of throwing that chocolate out. You're going to throw it in the bin. How would that make you feel? A whole block of chocolate, you're throwing it away.
Oh, it's not something I'd ever do.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you to notice that feeling and I want you to notice the crunch on the eyebrow, releasing and letting go. That crunch.
And letting go.
That crunch. Side eye, it's not something I'd ever do.
It's not something I'd ever do.
If I throw it away, I'm just going to get it back out of the bin anyway.
I'm just going to get it out of the bin anyway.
Under the eye, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
On the collarbone, it is safe for me to change my mind.
It is safe for me to change my mind.
It is safe for me to put chocolate back in its proper place.
It is safe for me to pop the chocolate back in its proper place.
Grab the wrist, take a nice big deep breath. And peace. Excellent. Good job. So now what I would like you to imagine is the worst possible person you can think of coming and taking your chocolate off you. So taking the chocolate away. Who would that be? The worst possible person coming and taking your chocolate away from you?
Who would it be?
Yeah. They're coming in and they're going to go, you can no longer have chocolate ever again. And they're taking your chocolate. Just imagine that person, just imagine it. They're coming in, they're walking in the door, they're grabbing the chocolate and they're saying, you're not allowed to have chocolate ever again. They're taking your chocolate away. You got that feeling?
I can't imagine who that person would be though.
Just make up a person. It doesn't really matter. Some people have a specific, but if you haven't got a specific, it's me walking in there. I'm walking in there now, I'm grabbing that chocolate and I'm saying, you're never, ever, ever allowed to eat chocolate ever again. Notice what happens inside when I say that. Notice what you say to yourself. Eyebrow, releasing and letting go. Repeat after me, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
All the sounds. Side eye, all the physical sensations. Under the eye, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
All the ways.
All the ways.
No one's taken my chocolate away.
No one's taking my chocolate away.
On the collarbone, I'll have chocolate when I like.
I'll have chocolate when I like.
No one's going to take it away from me.
No one's going to take
It's my chocolate.
my chocolate.
And I love chocolate.
And I love chocolate.
No one's taken it away.
No one's taking it away.
Grab the wrist. Take a nice big deep breath. And peace. Okay, good job. So I've come in there and I'm taking the chocolate away. You're never, ever allowed to eat chocolate ever again. How does that feel? What do you notice? What do you say to yourself? What are the images? What's going on inside when I say that?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Releasing and letting go. On your eyebrow, releasing and I keep forgetting you can't see me, sorry. Releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
No one's going to stop me.
No one's going to stop me.
Side eye, no one's going to take my chocolate away.
No one's going to take my chocolate away.
Under the eye, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
I'll eat chocolate when I like.
I'll eat chocolate when I like.
On the collarbone, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
All the ways, no one's taken my chocolate.
All the ways no one's taking my chocolate.
Okay, grab the wrist, nice big deep breath in. And peace. Excellent. Okay, once again, I'm coming in the room. I'm going to grab your chocolate and you're never, ever, ever going to eat chocolate for the rest of your life. What's going on now? What do you say to yourself? What do you feel? What do you notice?
I'm not too bothered.
Okay, eyebrow. Releasing and letting go. Repeat after me, releasing and letting go.
Releasing and letting go.
It is safe for me to choose not to eat chocolate.
It's safe for me to choose not to eat chocolate.
Side-eye. I would rather my children's love
I would rather my children's love
any day.
any day.
Under the eye. I would rather my dad's love.
I would rather my dad's love.
It was never in the chocolate anyway.
It was never in the chocolate anyway.
I show my children love so many ways.
I show my children love so many ways.
On the collarbone. It is safe for me to release the chocolate.
It is safe for me to release the chocolate.
I am safe.
I am safe.
Grab the wrist. Take a nice big deep breath. And peace. Okay, good job. All right, I want you to pick up the chocolate. Do you still want it at all?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you throw that whole block in the bin and not get it out again? I just like to check the not getting it out again.
Yeah.
So do you really think you can do that? So what about in your mind? I want you to close your eyes. In your mind, I want you to close your eyes, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's time to get organized. It's time for the school pickup, the rushing around. Is there any cravings there for chocolate? Any at all? What do you notice instead? Okay, so we're going to do it one more time. I want you to go back to the school pickup. You're rushing around, you're getting ready. And I want you to see, was it Jordan and Christy's little face? Jaden. I'm great with names, by the way. I want you to see their face. I want you to see how happy they are to see you. They want your love. They want you. And can you give them that love?
Yeah.
I want you to send them the love that you sent your dad earlier. And then I want you to notice that they're sending it back to you. And I want you to fill yourself up with that sweetness, the sweetness of their love. That's what you're really looking for, the sweetness of love. I want you to fill your whole body with that sweetness of love. Every cell, every fiber of your being, knowing that you are loved. Take a nice big deep breath in, breathing out, and peace. Good job. Okay, I want you to pick up the chocolate. Do you have a chocolate craving?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Yeah?
Right at this moment.
Yeah. So what I would like to do, which I haven't thought of until this point, is maybe I should follow up maybe in a week's time, if you're okay with, just so I can follow up and we can get how you're feeling a week later, how chocolate's been for you. You okay to do that with me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for going along with it. Have you got any questions?
No.
No? How you feeling? Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look relaxed.